All right. We back with another episode of Raw Emotions, honey.
Today is Thursday, December 1st, 2022, and we're coming to you live from Facebook and YouTube.
Yep, surely is. And it's the first of the month. Get up, wake, cash the checks and come on.
I want to go to the store. I need some new shoes.
I ain't lying. I ain't lying, honey. And do we got anybody want to donate to the first of the month fund?
Exactly. You see my roots? They need some redoing. Okay.
Child, and I need a little retwist and a cut.
It's okay. I need a color and a twist. It's okay. I'm gonna handle myself. I'm gonna
You
handle
need a
myself.
color and a twist.
A color and a twist.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? We get a chance to express ourselves the way we want to. We ain't got to be so ditty all about none of these. We just finna tell it how we feel. If you don't like it, sorry, not sorry. Okay?
Shoes.
Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and also share it. And if you can't do none of that, just child, please at least like the video. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up.
Leave a comment, even like, "Hey, how y'all doing?" Something.
Right. Anything helps. What's up, Jabria in the house? We got Jabria in the house.
How you doing, Miss Jabria?
Yeah,
Well, how you
that's
doing?
fam. That's fam in the house.
Pleasure to
All
pleasure.
right, so yeah. So we're gonna talk about something that has been popping off in these streets all over these um YouTube streets, Facebook streets.
IG
Let's
street.
talk about it. Come on, D.
Oh my gosh,
IG streets. I'm talking
Twitter
about
has
you
been the
need,
worst. Twitter's the
huh?
worst. Twitter has been the worst.
Twitter has got gangster, okay, and ghetto.
And just purely ratchet. And I love it. Shh, don't tell nobody.
Yes, in these social media streets, it's been going down.
Yeah.
So if y'all don't know, there is a documentary on Tubi about none other Mr. Chris Brown.
Young breezy baby.
Yeah, Breezy, baby. Mr. Breezy. And in this documentary, he talked about what happened between him and Miss Riri. Y'all remember back when they were dating back in the day, because that's how long it's been back in the day. They was
Teenager.
dating, and
Mm-hmm.
then he hit that with that all upside her head. You know what I'm saying? But the plot thickens. Okay. Because when I tell you he explained the whole situation, and I ain't seen Riri come and say, "No, bruh, that ain't what happened, bruh."
Me neither.
None of them videos.
Right.
Okay. And in the raw emotions, we're gonna tell exactly what happened. So it seems as if they was in the Lamborghini and some girl had texted him.
It was the ex.
It was the ex. Okay, it was the ex. The ex had texted him, and she was saying that she was going to see him at the cloud party, right?
But
And
but see, you gotta let it be known. He didn't know that part.
of course, of course,
Okay. He just read the congratulations on getting what you got, and he didn't even open up the whole text.
yes. So once Riri found out that the ex was going to be there, baby, she got mad. She got mad and she laid pause on him. She laid pause on him.
It wasn't just a him situation, it was a them situation.
Exactly. And she hit him first. And not only did she hit him, but she reached Twinks his legs and grabbed that man's testicles and squeezed till it hurt.
A lot.
And then, so he said at that point in time, he reached over and hit her with a pow. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, come on, let's be real. Riri is light skinned. She's really light skinned. So, light skinned people, they bruise easily.
Mm-hmm.
Child, it looked like she had got done in by a punching bag. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah,
Way of a punching bag. Looked like she got done in. But thing is, the fight was not what we thought it was. We thought that he had just snapped on a cocaine binge or something, because that's the way the media had made it, and beat this girl up. But that ain't how that happened.
Mm-hmm.
That is not
And
how that thing happened. She started the fight and he finished it. Then not only that, but she grabbed the keys and let the window down and started hollering out, "Help, he trying to kill me." And then, because he said she was acting like she was going to scratch the car up. So he just told her, "You know what? You just go and drive yourself home." Mind you, they were extremely young. Sunshine, about how old they was at that point in time.
he was like 19 at
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Still a
yeah.
kid.
They
Still
were
a kid.
still in their teens.
Yeah, they were really, really young.
They was really young. And they had a lot of power. They was young, rich, and famous.
You know what? If this wouldn't have happened, they would be like Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, most deaf. The only thing is, I feel like it happened too fast. They was too young, too
Exactly.
immature, too rich,
Exactly.
and too powerful.
Exactly. And when you thrust up in that limelight like that, and you have the power that he has and the power that she has, and you mix dynamic duo, that dynamic duo can be like a terrible twosome, which is what it became.
Yeah,
Because it wasn't like this was the first time she had found out he cheated on her before. So that's why it was such a volatile thing that she found out that she cheated like again.
exactly. And he admitted to that. He said he had already had done too much to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He said he had already done too much to her, and you know he just had took full responsibility for the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and when he said when he seen that picture of her like that, it crushed him. He said he felt like a monster.
Well, I believe he also felt that way because what his mother went through, and
Yes.
he saw the person that he detested the most. Like he said, he would have unalived that man if he could have.
Yeah.
So he saw the person that did that to her as the person that did it to his mother, and that's why he felt like a monster. So it was. I understand why he was really traumatized by that whole event. I really do. And then he was actually vilified for it, and not he never even came out nasty, but like no, you know what I'm saying? Like it could have been crazy the way he talked about what happened after the fact, but he was real humble about it.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Like he was a grown man about it.
Right. Right. And at the end of the day, once this situation happened, y'all know they drug Chris Brown through the mud, honey.
The
They
ringer
drug him through the mud.
a couple times.
Yeah. 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 And as you can see, they made it seem like it was all Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
It said right here, at that point, Rihanna tried texting her assistant. Brown threw the phone out the car, stopped the vehicle, and then tried opening her door to get out. But Brown sped off and the door shut with Rihanna inside. Brown placed Rihanna in a headlock while he drove, then bit her on her left ear. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he said he bit her, but he bit on the arm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he said he bit her because she had him by his body parts.
Mm-hmm.
Then it says the car eventually stopped and Rihanna took the keys out the ignition and Brown began to punch her in the face and arms. He placed her in a headlock and started applying pressure to her, what is it, carotid artery?
Carotid
She,
artery.
carotid?
Carotid
Okay,
artery.
okay. She couldn't breathe and began to lose consciousness. She tried freeing herself, and Brown bit her left ring finger and then released her. Rihanna took off her shoe and tried breaking the passenger window, and he continued to punch her. Eventually, Brown got out the car. Rihanna opened the door, continued screaming. Brown began punching her again. He got back in the car and screamed, "Where are my effing keys?" He got out, looked at the keys in vain, and when he couldn't find them, removed several CDs and walked away. Officers were called and observed numerous contusions and abrasions to Rihanna's face and forehead, as well as bruises on her arm. There were other injuries as well. Now, I don't know if Chris Brown just gave us the watered down version. What you think, Sunshine?
I mean, he could have to save Grace and to also not trigger her if she ever watched it, because words can be very triggering to remembering things. You hear things, so you remember them, and then you go through that whole traumatization all over again. So I feel
Right.
he did himself a service and did her a service, and being as humble about it and graceful about it as he was.
Right. And I'm not blaming it all on Chris Brown. I know Rihanna played her part, but let's be real. Chris was young and
Mm-hmm.
famous, and by him cheating on her, that just really opened the door for a lot of problems. Because when there's infidelity, a person can never fully trust you. Again, I don't care. Okay, I'll say it can happen. I can say that, but it's going to take a lot of work.
Very much so. But
So,
that's in any relationship, with not just because they're young and famous. That's in any and all relationships. So it's like you can understand where you can get upset because, but to that extent where you he's driving a car, ma'am.
mm,
Like y'all could have both been in like a very major car crash and been like deceased
right,
because you met
right.
over. It's not that deep. I'm gonna wait till you at a stop sign or something at the red
Right.
light. Like, come on, he's
And,
driving a
and so D.L. Hughley put this post out there. And I want to know too what y'all think about it as well. He said, after a documentary revealed Rihanna went into a jealous rage, punching, kicking, and scratching Chris Brown in the face first, then grabbed his testicles really hard and wouldn't let go. That's when he flipped out and punched her in the face. Does this make you look at Chris and Rihanna in a different light? What about you, Sunshine? How it make you look at it, knowing what all
Oh,
happened now?
I I knew what happened initially. Like I didn't just sit. I'm not the kind of person to just hear one side of a story. Like I go and I dig and I look and I search. So I already knew that they had been engaged in fisticuffs with one another. So I'm like, if they are fighting each other, if she
Mm-hmm.
hit this first and she continued to hit this man as he was driving the car, I mean, not for nothing, I have a son, and I mean, sometimes you gotta boot, like, cause we gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like he's actually driving a car, and you're assaulting this man while he's driving a car.
Okay,
Come
well,
on,
do you wanna play what he said? Because I can play
go ahead, cause I'm nosy.
it. Let's see. Let's bring it on in.
I felt. Thank you, Miss Jabria, for our 40 stars. We appreciate you
I'm talking about we appreciate you every time, every
wholeheartedly.
single time.
Show love, and we greatly appreciate that.
That's right. That's right.
Like a monster.
Chris Brown is opening up about the 2009 incident with Rihanna while on their way to the Grammys.
She grabs my nuts, and when she do that, I bite her arm. I think as I'm driving, 'cause I'm still trying to drive, and it's just like a petty, like stupid fight.
Brown was found guilty of felony assault.
I remember she tried to kick me. It's like just her just being upset, but then I really hit her, like I with a closed fist, like I punched her, and it busted her lip. And when I saw it, I was in shock. I was like, why the hell did I hit her like? So from there, she just spit in my face, like spit the blood in my face.
In a new documentary, Chris Brown, Welcome to My Life, the Grammy winner claimed there was a history of violence in their relationship.
It be verbal fights, physical fights as well, mutual sides, and it's the first time I get to say anything. And like I said, I still love Rihanna.
In 2012, Rihanna opened up to Oprah about her feelings towards Chris after the incident.
He was the love of my life. He was the first love. And I see that he loved me the same way.
The couple reunited for a short time in 2014, but the relationship didn't last.
All right. So you heard it, honey.
And I really feel like people did not allow them to get over it.
No, they did not.
Like, people really got to learn how to stay in their own lane. Listen,
Right.
if people can genuinely move past some shit, mind your business. They were, now he was a small child.
Right.
Dealing with a whole lot of home shit that, like, nobody knew about. Did you know his mom was getting beat to that extent?
Right.
Because I know I did it.
Me
So,
either.
like, you don't know what that boy was fucking going through. So, and to be assaulted in that manner and not to react at a certain point, I understand. Oh, he's a man. He's a human being as well. And he was a child. He was a 19-year-old boy when that shit happened.
Exactly.
Let him grow up. Yet and still let him grow up. He's been humbled by the whole situation.
Exactly. Want to give a shout out to Miss Bobby is in the building.
Miss Bobby, how are you, Miss Bobby?
Yeah. Thanks for coming through, Miss Bobby. For you guys that don't know, we may be switching it up this month and maybe for a couple of months because it's basketball season and my nieces and my nephew, all three of them play basketball. I have to go and support them.
They don't play basketball. They be balling.
Okay. I'm being modest. They be
Yeah,
balling.
Don't do that. Stun on them. Yeah, they be balling.
They be balling. My nephew is in the 9th grade, and he also plays for the B team. He was moved up. And my niece, she just come back from her injury of last year. This is her last year. She's a senior, and she played her first game. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, her first game tomorrow. I'm so excited to go see her. And my other niece, who is in the 9th grade, scored 28 points the other day. So, yeah, I'm proud of them. So if we be a little off schedule as far as Talk About It Tuesday, we will always do a makeup show. But y'all just stick with us, honey. Stick with us. And also go and subscribe, like the video. And we appreciate y'all for coming through, and share it if you want to. We appreciate y'all. But as of right now, we're not going to be on a set schedule because I have to go and support my nieces. If we don't support our loved ones and the youth, who going to do it?
Nobody, baby.
Okay, now back to the topic at hand.
Mm-hmm.
So they were young, and the people did not allow them to get over it. And Chris Brown also said that he never revealed exactly what happened because he knew he was wrong and he never wanted to hurt Rihanna's reputation. So he just pled guilty to it and did whatever he had to do to deal with the situation. Y'all, that young boy was hurt behind that situation.
Very much so.
You remember that performance he did, Man in the Mirror?
Can I tell you how I promise you, I watched that the other day and I cried because I understood that he was actually like, because Michael's an icon, and you know what, do not want to digress. However, I have to because we're speaking of performances of him and Michael Jackson. So do you remember he was supposed to perform at the AMAs, right?
Right.
And you know why they canceled his performance?
Why?
It's because he was going to pay tribute to a child molester, and he was a domestic abuser. Nonetheless,
scheduled him. Okay.
Yeah, right. Go ahead. Go ahead, boss.
But I'm saying, but they scheduled him to perform. Why would you do that?
You let the man rehearse, people. And y'all still gave him an award. Make that make sense.
See, they're always doing our icons like this. They take them and they drag them through the mud when we know that it's a lot of icons that have made. I have to always go back to Elvis. Thank you, Miss Bobby. Yes, ma'am. Family comes first. Thank you. Thank you. I have to always go back to Elvis. Elvis, you was dating a little girl.
No, I got you one better, sis. I got you one better. Jerry Lee Lewis married his 13-year-old cousin.
Are you talking about funny comedian Jerry Lewis?
No, I'm talking Great Balls of Fire, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Shut up.
This was
Let me pull his picture up.
Yeah, he married his 13-year-old cousin. Okay, abused her, all kinds of stuff like that.
Oh, you talking about the songwriter?
Yeah, goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire, the one that stole that music from the black folks too, just like Elvis, because they still.
I'm just saying, you don't do that. You don't do that. But you know, they will drag our peoples through the fire. You don't do that. You don't do that. That's him right there.
Yeah, he just died.
And we got to stop jumping on the hate train with people who is creating a hate train for our stars, our heroes.
Now, a lot of people.
He married his cousin. Oh,
she was 13. I done told you that. You don't believe me?
Child, I watched this picture. Didn't we call it? We brought that to the forefront.
Listen, don't play
with Elvis as well. Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins, Elvis Presley, and Johnny Cash. Now, I'm not disputing no talent because there's talent there. But also, it was a lot of other things there as well, honey. Let's be real.
Very much so.
Let's be real. Let's not play with it, okay?
Yes. But my whole thing has always been this. It's like, even I even watched this interview. It was 2 years post the event that happened. So he was on Good Morning America. What's that chick? Robin. Whatever. Yeah, her.
Yes.
Doing an interview, and she keeps alluding to the end. He's like, "Yeah, well, my album is like, listen, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about my album, which is what he came to do." And then all they talked about was the aftermath of them pissing him off because they wanted to keep this man being some kind of fucking villain. And he was a child reacting. He was a child.
Yes.
He wasn't had no grown man fucking mindset. He was a child.
There she go. Miss Robin Roberts. I think that's her name. Yeah, Roberts.
There you go. I forgot about her. Yeah, I forgot her last name. Yeah. Like, you can see him becoming more and more and more and more agitated. Why are you continuing a lot of questioning? Why are you not allowing this now man, because he was like 19 when it occurred, and now he's a grown man. Why can't you let this man go through the process of understanding what happened, being actually remorseful of it? Because I always felt like he was remorseful. I always felt like he was remorseful for the things that happened. Hola, hola.
Hello, Quail. Quail is in the building. Thanks for coming through.
How are you? But it's like, let them, not just him, let them get over the situation.
Yeah.
Because the more you press him, the more you trigger her. And it's like, listen, like, for what? Mind your business. If she can, we can get over it.
Exactly. And they could have possibly got back together and made it.
If folks have done what?
kept their nose out the business.
Minded the business that pays.
Exactly. And so, it's like this. Y'all tortured Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
But on another note, y'all, yeah, rah, 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 ha, 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 when it comes to Blueface and Miss Chrisean Rock. And that is a real domestic abuse relationship. Let's talk about it, honey, because I got some emotions to get out on this situation.
That is emotional, that is mental, that is physical, that is like all kinds of abuse. And everybody think it's that. My problem is that everybody think it's cute. Everybody think that level of toxic, that is not cute.
They think it's cute, y'all.
Vilified Chris Brown, like completely decimated his career. They're like, mind you, oh, he don't like dark skinned women. You need to sit this one out, sis. Listen, listen. Right is right and wrong is wrong. You can't glorify one person, two people beating each other up on an everyday daggone basis, acting a whole monkey ass fool all the daggone time, and then vilify two people. And then now you see how they were on Rihanna's ass because she had Johnny Depp, who was another domestic abuse victim, at her Fenty show, which was fire AF.
Yes, it's fire, y'all. Y'all need to see her Fenty show is off the chain.
Stupid.
It's on Prime.
Loved it. I'm gonna watch it again.
It's jumping.
Girl. But nonetheless, y'all glorify this relationship. They have a whole TV show on Zeus.
Wait a minute. Before we go into any of that, let me just show y'all so y'all can see with y'all own damn eyes some of the foolishness and effery, honey, that they be putting out here in real life. Honey, this is not a joke. But yet and still, y'all want to laugh at it, and y'all want to root and laugh and talk about ha 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 he and do all these videos and stuff until it ain't funny when somebody get hurt.
Oh, she gonna do what she gonna do, and they just so cute together. Oh, he don't love you, girl.
Okay, so the neighborhood talk says we always saying surviving Blueface, as in Chrisean is always something happening to her when it comes to Blueface. But child, he might be surviving Chrisean. Because y'all, look at this man. The look in his eyes say he's scared, child. Hold on.
He looked like Blake twice.
You be trying to kick me out. And like, busted. Oh, you trying to kick me out, Daddy. So what y'all do? So are y'all going to?
You know what? She be torturing him.
I'm telling you, he was begging for help.
He said, "You should see my house."
You be trying to kick me out. And like, busted. Oh, you trying to kick me out, Daddy.
She said, "You always trying to kick me out," and then she said, "I'm not going nowhere." Y'all, that ain't normal, y'all.
That's not.
That is not normal. And I didn't mean to bust out laughing, but loud.
Everybody think it's cute, and it's really, really not, because do you see the things that they go through on a every other day basis?
Okay, I got another one. Y'all, they was doing an interview and got into it. Hold on.
On live.
On live. Let me present my case. And everybody
in the comments, oh, that's cute and all that, and it's really not.
Chris Brown and Rihanna had one incident. Child.
One public incident.
They got, and then, oh, you know what? Here we go.
With him, my dad, he always feel left out. So my dad just like to feel inclusive, right, Dad? Yeah. You feel me? He don't give a fuck about nobody else but you. You're getting me because you think I'm drunk. I know what's going on.
I was trying to be here with bro. I was trying
to be here with him. Don't use another bitch before.
All right. Don't do that.
Babe, I'm not doing nothing. Stop her. It's fine.
Bro, I was just trying to be right here with you.
Rashawn, you okay?
I fuck with the little community.
You trying to get even with?
I fuck with the little community.
Lord have mercy. He about scared of her too.
I think ain't he a boxer?
Yeah.
She play football too now.
I ain't gonna lie.
I think he is going to be scared of her.
They gonna be to hurt each other.
For real.
They're gonna be to hurt each other. Where it ain't gonna be funny. Then everybody gonna be talking about oh Lord, y'all, oh Lord.
But y'all continue to give this kind of BS clout. Because why are they on a live?
You
Babe.
fuck with little niggas?
All right,
Bro,
all right.
Security.
See?
Security, bro.
He's playing.
I'm not gonna step in.
No, I'm not letting
I'm
him do
gonna
nothing.
sit and
Krishan,
watch him do this shit.
Krishan,
Alright.
he good. He good. I think we
Sorry,
good. Come on, Krishan, we having fun.
I thought we would.
No, we are having fun. Like, I'm having an amazing time, right? That.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So as y'all can see, honey, it's wild. It's wild. And that still ain't the only incident, y'all. Do y'all remember when they was fighting?
Which time?
Okay, all right. The time when they was in Hollywood on the ground, rolling like a hot dog.
Yes.
On one of them little hot dog stand things.
And everybody just recording it, just thinking it's like a happy
dog
day.
roast, child.
Like they just sitting there recording it. Well, the one guy was like, "You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that." And I'm like, "This is what y'all made them famous for."
Exactly. So they cuts up. Here we go.
Like for what?
Bro. You all right, dude?
Look.
Bro, that's not good, bro. Damn, dude.
See that?
Bro.
See that?
And no one is attempting to step in and be like, "This is not truly healthy. This is not okay. This is not what you want to do with your life. This is not how you want to present yourself as a person or for your brand or for whatever you're trying to do with yourself."
Child.
That do anything for clout stuff is really in the way.
And like I said, it's all fun and games to somebody actually get hurt, because there has been numerous stories,
Yes.
excuse me, around the globe where a domestic violence situation went totally wrong. It went totally wrong. And somebody ended up for real hurt. Okay. And one of those incidents is this situation right here. Mother of 4. Well, it ain't no reportedly. We know that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Was unalived by her ex-girlfriend months after filing a restraining order against her. Y'all, this happened in Atlanta, Georgia, and the woman on the left, from what I found out from doing my research, she had it going on.
Miss Cornita, yes, she did.
She had 4 children. She had just put them in a new house. She had nice vehicles. I'm not sure what her occupation was. Whatever it was, she was paying them bills, baby.
She was a hustler, baby.
Yes, by herself. And she gets with Lil Crazy right here on the right. And whatever is going on, but evidently it was toxic, because a lot of people was calling them the toxics.
Mm-hmm.
Friends would always joke about them being toxic. And she had got a restraining order and had got away from this girl. And this girl shows up and unalives her. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. It says, Shakaya Perkins, the victim's ex-girlfriend, fatally shot Cornisha Butler on Thursday. Friends and family claim Butler had a restraining order against Perkins because she burned the young mother's Mercedes-Benz last year and stalked her for months after their breakup. Perkins also said to have been envious of Butler and committed the violent act in front of her children.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, she got, and matter of fact, I want to say she burnt both of her vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
She had a Jeep and a pink Mercedes. First of all, don't no Jeep or no Mercedes come pink. So for her to have a pink Mercedes and a pink Jeep, they were customized. And customization costs money.
She was doing her thing.
She was doing her thing. And this crazy person actually put they showed some text messages between them in
Oh,
the little black box down at the right, the little black box, bottom right. She was telling her to pay her insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that she was going for first degree, not second.
Yes.
And then she said, it's all fun and joke until you scared for your life, huh? And then at the end, she said, and show the police these messages.
Now, my whole thing is this. To get that restraining order, she more than likely had to show the police the messages.
Yeah.
Why did the police take any of that stuff serious?
Right.
That's the problem. Y'all, it's like we can't do nothing until something happens. Apparently, something has happened for me to be able to get this goddamn restraining order. So, therefore, I need some kind of protection.
Exactly. 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 My point exactly. So I don't think none of this stuff that Blueface and Chrisean is doing is cute or is it funny at all. Because as you can see, that type of stuff turned deadly. This mother of 4 will no longer be able to see her children. And did she have 4 girls?
I believe so.
She will never be able to see her children again. She won't be able to raise her children. Her children won't be able to see her. See, in this picture, things may have been okay. But matter of fact, I know I was reading, they were saying that they had broke up and she ended up taking her back round about Valentine's Day.
It generally happens like that. Now, mind you, girlfriend just came to my city, got her teeth done.
Oh, yeah. She had just got her teeth done. But to me, she had no identity without Cornisha.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't care. If a person decides they want to move on from you, let them move on. Let them move on. And I'm saying this to you ladies and gentlemen.
Because a domestic abuse is not a sexist thing.
When you have decided and you see a person is not good for you, leave them alone wholeheartedly, honey. Mm-hmm. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. I mean, you got to stop playing with these people because you can't determine what they may do. If they doing certain things, to me, going too far is calling you out your name.
Facts. Because you got one time to act crazy with me. I'm going to set you straight. If you do it again, I got to go.
Veronica, you telling the truth. You telling the truth. Hey, how you doing, Veronica? Thanks for coming through. And you know what, Sunshine? I'm just not finding this out, honey. Hold on. Let me drop a bombshell on y'all right quick.
Because I'm nosy. You know I want to know.
Oh, yeah. Let me drop this bombshell right quick that I just seen. You know, we already said Twitter got all the tea because it done got ratchet. It says right here, not to mention she burnt down her house as well as her car. Normalize leaving a relationship without anybody getting hurt. This getting ridiculous and crazy. Thing is, she killed this woman in front of her son. So she had a son. She may have had 3 daughters and a son.
Oh, you know who it was? My friend Ashley. Well, not my friend, my associate Ashley, the one who was unalived by her fiance. Mm-hmm. She had 6 daughters. So that's why I was thinking that she had all daughters. My apologies. Another domestic violence situation going wrong.
Yep. I remember you told me about that, Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all, this is just ridiculous.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm not taking up for your little lesbians, honey. Y'all toxic and crazy.
AF.
Y'all need to sit yourselves down somewhere. Baby, if somebody don't want to be with you, then get the hell on.
Deuces.
Don't nobody owe you no explanation if they decide they don't want to be with you no more. They don't want to be with you no more.
Apparently something is no longer kindling in the kindles that should be kindled. The fire is no longer being stoked. It is ice cold in them streets. It is the wintertime. I need some love.
Child.
And I just move on. No continuous needed, none of that. Just let it go.
in these Twitter streets, we got all of the situation they talking about what all happened, and at the end of the day, I don't like that. I don't like that. So what's going on with Blueface and Chrisean is not funny to me at all.
And it's not cute either. There's no hashtag, oh, no, he don't love her. He don't love himself. We'll keep it a G. He don't love himself.
He ain't. I feel like he's only with Chrisean because she is allowing him to get a bag.
He is with Chrisean because the only reason his name ever trends is because of Chrisean.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that even without him, Chrisean's going to make the bag.
Of course she is. And then, to be honest, Chrisean is a talented young woman. She's pretty. To, be in that situation and acting like it's okay, you do have to look back at her history, though. But I just hope she wake up one day.
You and me both, because she's really worth more than that.
And as you can see, this is 2 days ago. Couple ignored pregnant woman's plea for help as she was beaten to an unaliving, police say. So,
this disgusted me to no end.
Child, this is new to me. I didn't know nothing about this, but I wanted to go ahead and bring it to the forefront, Sunshine. So I'm seeing right here, it says the savage beating of 22-year-old pregnant woman shocked the community of Marietta, South Carolina earlier this month. And now authorities say she might have been saved if one couple had not stood idly by and ignored her tortured pleas for help. So did they have to go to jail?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, God.
Wow. It says Michael Burnett, 43, and Melissa, 49, were identified by the Greenville County Sheriff's Office on Monday as relatives of the man accused of bludgeoning Clarissa Winchester to unaliving in early November. Tyler Wilkins, identified in a local news report as Winchester's boyfriend and father of her baby, has already been arrested and charged with murder and kidnapping for the mother-to-be's death. He allegedly beat her over the course of 2 hours, leaving her with fatal injuries to her head and neck, according to a probable cause affidavit. Child.
First and foremost, I want to thank Quell for sending us 530 stars. You're the bomb.com, girl.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. However, you sat there and you listened to your son beat a pregnant woman who, mind you, pregnant with his kid.
Oh, my goodness.
But it gets better. Not but. However, it gets better. He's also was a suspect in another disappearance of another young lady.
I'm reading right here. It says investigators are also eyeing Wilkins in the disappearance of Jordan Nebling, a 19-year-old woman last seen in October 2020, the sheriff's office said earlier this month. So what was he doing with this 19-year-old?
Where is her? Where is she?
She was last seen being picked up by him.
And then what happened?
It says that she was seen no more after that. And in my heart, I think he did something to her, is what her stepmother said.
Most definitely.
Baby, go with your gut. He did do something to her.
Period.
And yeah, this is alleged, but let's be real. God give us the gift of discernment.
Thanks.
Honey.
Thanks.
Yes.
And I really have to just I have daughters, I have a son, I have sons. There is no way I can sit there and either allow my child to get that. First of all, she's carrying your grandbaby, and you just sat there and let your son beat on this pregnant woman?
You know what? They sick. I
And you
bet you
know
they
what?
found it entertaining.
They couldn't even tell if the baby was born stillborn or if the baby had taken a breath before she died.
Mm.
How do you do that? How does a sane person? Come on now.
That's
This
horrible.
situations are not cute. They are no. This is not how people should live. This is not relationship goals. This ain't none of that. None of that.
Exactly. Want to give a shout out to Betty. How you doing, Miss Betty? Thanks for coming through.
Blessings on blessings, Miss Betty. How are you today?
Yes, we are spilling all of this tea about these toxic relationships, which brings us into our next topic. Women and men. When you decide that you want to give your body to someone in 2022 and beyond, make sure you're giving it to somebody that's clean, that's honest, and that actually gives a damn about you. Okay? Because in this next story, honey, a 18-year-old female had sex for the first time and caught herpes and HIV.
At the same damn time?
Y'all, I can't make this up, y'all. I cannot make this up. I can't make this up, y'all.
It just don't make no sense to me.
It's sad.
It was her
And
boyfriend, wasn't it?
yeah, it was somebody she was dating. And I first saw this story on Nick at Night. And I'm going to pull it up because she has a picture of the guy and the girl.
I first saw this, I want to say it was on Instagram. And I was like, first of all, where's the protection? I don't care who it is. Where's the protection?
Let's listen to part of what Nick says about this situation.
Was so inflamed or whatever that she felt like it was about to fall off of her body, and she was asking him how he was feeling, and he was acting like he was feeling fine, and then he suddenly offered up an apology somehow about the way that she was feeling. So they started off messages, and in these messages, hold on, let me make it big. It say, how the F you good? It's been 5 days and I still feel like my pee finna fall off. He replies and says, that's crazy.
Really?
She said, they gave you medicine? That is you? You up there right now? She said, this end been lying, fam. I'm over him. And that test, believe what y'all want. It says, all right, I ain't got herpes. And then she said, I don't know, did you get tested for it? And nothing they finna give me some pain medicine. He claimed he got tested for everything. Okay. So this is a DM that she was sharing back and forth in a conversation that she had with Malibu's Most Wanted right here. Okay. So then there was another thread of conversation that she had with him, and it said the following.
I ain't lying, Betty. It's so much protection out
This
here.
woman saying I could effing have herpes, bro. You been having ish still, ain't went to go seen, and you don't give a F. You living life freely doing what you want. I gave you my body. Now I'm dealing with this ish. He said, you don't got that ish. I got checked. They said the same ish you told me. Asked him where this test at this a week ago. This in trying to clear his name. He said, yes, I'm good now. The F you mean? Hurt.
What you mean now?
They would have told me something different. You just saying stuff. Okay. So then she also had more messages with him where I guess he has sent these messages and he said the following. I didn't know though. I ain't know no better. I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about you. Just keep your head up, beautiful. Gone forever love the ish out of you. I showed you showed me it's actually real love. It's
Cat.
perfect. You deserve anything you want, and you is beautiful. I'm just sorry, Tay. I really am. I wanted us to be some and do some with our lives. I don't think I'll ever meet someone like you. You just touched me, and I needed that. I'm sorry for
What?
everything, bro. On my brother's ashes, I am. I'm just stupid. I don't even know what I be doing. I messed up, Tay, and I brought that something put you right in a mix. You don't deserve me. Okay. So these are messages that she shared that he sent all while he was over on his page claiming that it was cap. Now he went on his page to basically refute what she had to say. And this is what he said in response. And he uses the N-word freely, and I just don't understand why. But I mean,
Come on, Nate.
you know,
For real.
it is what it is. But he went on his page and he said, hold on, where is that receipt?
Because we don't, it ain't that kind of party.
It'd be, I mean, ain't no sexually transmitted disease fun, but baby, you gave her the big ones. I'm talking about the big gigantic ones, honey, the ones you can't get rid of, baby.
Oh, there's not a penicillin shot. There ain't no
be
nothing.
worried about
Ain't
the
no
wrong
cream or
thing.
nothing.
Oh God, just be bored wanting to do some ish. Ain't even hear my side. I don't even play like that. Never been a dirty eye in. Just trying to ruin what an N got going. Sad. The F be wrong with people. And I bet more than half of y'all posting and bashing me probably got that ish for real. Y'all just want to be on some D so bad. Even me, even me for real. Never in my life had a situation like this in my life. Okay? So he said that, and then in addition,
child.
oh, this is another picture of Malibu if y'all want to see Malibu's Most Wanted.
I'm
In
tired of her
addition to
calling her
that, he
Malibu
also
Most Wanted,
said,
child.
Honey, call him a little hurt.
I should have organized my receipts now, but
little herpes.
Child. Well, y'all get the picture, baby. That's enough, honey. No more free advertising for him, honey. Veronica said, that's so sad. People need to start doing a background check on guys and females before getting involved with them because these people are crazy for real, for real.
Yes.
You know what to say. She can't take that back either. No, she cannot. Now, the poll girl also said that she going to be fine. She just got to take medicine for the rest of her life. At 18 years old, y'all.
My thing is this. I understand that there is a whole thing of sexual freedom. Do you, boo? I ain't mad at you. I'm really not. Protect yourself.
Yes.
Some things that you can't go to any clinic, not to any clinic, and get rid of. If you catch my drift. There are some things that you cannot go to the clinic and get rid of. Love yourself more. If you listen, you can't even kiss me. When was the last time you got an STD test? I mean, a whole king of top to bottom. Where's your blood work? Talk to me. If you don't know, what's your blood type? First of all, if you don't know, I ain't got time for you.
Child, they ain't even got the post up no more, honey.
I don't care how clean you say you are. We're going to be clean together. Because I don't know where I got something from.
Oh, Lord.
And that's my whole thing.
It's so sad because
you didn't even have the consciousness to even go and say, okay, let's go get tested before we do anything. I was thinking that way at 18 years old. I get tested every 6 months. I don't care who I'm with. I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what you're doing.
I know that's real. And
And
She was describing how she was feeling, y'all. She said her whole vagina felt like it was on fire.
That was that herpes calling.
Yeah, she said she was in actual pain.
Let me tell you something. A former friend of mine, she was dating this guy. And all of a sudden, like, they were having intercourse and things like that. All of a sudden, he didn't want to see her, he didn't want to talk to her and all that kind of stuff. He was like, he tells her that his herpes was flaring up. He was having an outbreak. And I was like, you ain't go get tested? You ain't check or nothing? Like, what are you doing? I know another girl. See, I listen, because I'm from the street. I know folks. I know a girl. She started having intercourse. She was 12 years old. She did not get tested for an STD, any of them, until she got pregnant at 25.
Oh my goodness.
That's too much.
That's wild. Veronica said they're making HIV non-detectable now if a person has HIV. That is so true.
That is so true. That is so cute. However, however, it's a no for me.
It's a no for me. And that ain't no diss towards nobody who got it. Please believe it. But if I ain't got it, I don't want it.
I'm going to stay in my lane. You stay in your lane, because that's not something I want to have to integrate into my life. I got kids. No disrespect to y'all that do got kids. It ain't a part of me. Sorry, not sorry.
And right, Betty, she might not can have a baby. And you know what? Let me say this. Hold on. Let me sit up straight and talk so y'all can hear me well.
Say it with your chest.
If you got HIV and you know you got HIV, how dare you try to push up on somebody without letting them know what's going on with you first? If you know you got a sexually transmitted disease, how dare you try to sleep with somebody without telling them what's going on with you? And you know what? There's a guy from Montgomery. There's a female from Montgomery named Sunshyne Angel. He's trans. She's trans. Sorry. But anyway, it happened to her as well.
Mm-hmm.
She had relations with someone and come up HIV positive, and she shared her story. And I was shocked, for real, because I know this person. I don't know them like I communicate with them every day, but I've met him on numerous occasions because he do music and other things like that. And when I was out there doing music and stuff like that in Montgomery, of course we ran into each other because we was performing at the same places. And he now lives in California. And when that happened, I was just wholeheartedly shocked. But she took her truth, because baby, she did not play about the he and she word. But anyway, she took her truth and brought it to the forefront. And I thought that was really courageous. And I thought that was something that a lot of people really should have looked at and said, if she can do it, I can do it too. I mean, you don't have to be a person that's a spokesperson for that type of stuff. But I do commend anybody that's a spokesperson. Even this young lady, she came out and told her story. Do y'all know how hard that was for her to do?
Now, I'm going to tell you something, right? Now, most folks don't understand or know this. When you knowingly have a sexually transmitted infection, because they call them sexually infections now, when you have intercourse or any kind of sexual minglings with a person and you do not disclose your status, especially with something like HIV, it's called assault. It's biological assault.
Mm-hmm.
You can get someone arrested for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
People get arrested for giving you diseases when they know they have these diseases.
Yep.
Cause see, I have folks locked up. Don't let them out. I promise you. Don't let them out. Oh no. No.
I ain't lying for real. Yeah, it's attempted murder. If the person who has it gives it to someone else.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Especially with HIV. Because in all actuality, before HIV in turn became AIDS, which is a death sentence. Now there are new drugs and all kinds of things like that. However, it is still like an attempted murder charge to not disclose your HIV status before you have intercourse with someone.
Do y'all remember, or I don't know if y'all remember, but there's a story of a IG model. Very pretty. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull her up. Very pretty. Y'all, she didn't know she had it, and she had it for years until it spilled over and turned into AIDS. And y'all, when I tell you, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We actually already talked about this, but I'm gonna pull up her picture from what she came from, y'all. It was so scary to see it. And mind you, she had been with a lot of celebrities. Matter of fact, her name is Gina Tew, Tew. Let me see if I can find the one picture of her before and after, because she looks fine now, y'all. She had went through a lot to get herself back in order, but oh my goodness.
Yeah, she looked bad. She was.
It was bad, y'all. It was bad. It was bad. Okay, I done found it. So
I'm having a day. I gotta light me some food real quick.
You know, you can't look at a person. It's so sad that I'm even having to say this, because y'all already know this as an adult. You know, you can't look at nobody and say, "Oh, well, you know, they all right, baby." Let's be real. Now, she's a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. But she went from that to this. Do y'all see that?
I'll being tested properly.
Do y'all see that? Y'all, she almost died. She almost passed away. She had got down to 65 pounds, y'all. Like, that disease eats you alive.
Yes, it does.
Poor thing, she got a pamper on and everything. Today, she is looking, she couldn't even stand up, y'all. Lord have mercy, her little kneecaps. And you know what? I got to give a shout out to them nurses, baby. Because see, I can't handle stuff like that. That ain't my field. You know, that I can't handle stuff like that. Lord, it just do something to me. But I'm thankful that we have people in this world that can actually do stuff like that.
Most definitely.
So let me see. I'm gonna pull up this other video of a then and now type situation. But thing is this. Be careful, y'all. You heard her, Betty. Yep. Gina Tew. And once again, I'm thankful that she still came out with her situation, because at the end of the day, she could have just said, well, it's whatever, and not said anything, but at least she did come out and say what was what.
And brought awareness to the situation of being tested properly for STDs.
And now this is her now, y'all. Thank God. I'm sorry. I don't like to see nobody suffering in a situation like that.
Me neither.
I don't want to see that.
I wouldn't wish I got to think of my worst enemy, like, for real.
Exactly. I don't want to see nobody in that predicament, like, for real, for real. And as you can see, she's still in one of those chairs, so she is not 100, but she is so much better than she was. So just take care of yourself. So I said all that to say that guy was toxic, that situation was toxic as hell. So, you can't trust people like that, baby. You can't do it. You can't do it
at all. You really can't.
Well, do you remember like before people started telling their stories? It was a guy. It was like I want to say it was on Oprah. It was a guy who had gave HIV to like 8 or 9 women, and they was black women.
Do you remember back in the day? Now, I got a couple of them. This is why I don't do the pump things, the pump ketchups at McDonald's. Somebody had put HIV infected blood in one of the pump things at the McDonald's for the ketchup. I don't pump things no more. Then it was here in my city. Somebody was putting dirty needles in a theater. Okay? And they remember that man that divorced his wife and didn't want to pay child support, who worked at a blood bank and gave his son HIV infected blood? Remember that?
I didn't know about that,
Sunshine. The boy was 10 years old. I want to say he was like 10 years old. And him and his wife was divorced him. He did not want to pay child support for that boy. And he gave him HIV infected blood because he worked at a blood bank. And when that boy got charged with murder. Show did.
Girl, how low do you got to go?
How do you give your own child HIV? That's a new level of toxic. That's like the top tier toxic. Yeah, TTT, top tier toxic. Chrisean and Blueface are TTT, top tier toxic, because they influence these young minds and these young people, and to think that type of shit is cute, and it's not. People that behave that way towards one another, that is not cute, that is not something to uphold to, that's not something to be, that is not relationship goals. It is no. It's not even worth a platform that they have. And I was wondering why they was all up in the news and in the feeds and all that kind of crazy foolishness. Him fighting her daddy, him fighting her mama, all kinds of stuff like that. Ain't nobody got time. It ain't cute.
I mean, we didn't mean to turn the show into this, but baby, this is raw emotions, baby. We gotta tell it like it is. And when I start looking this stuff up, y'all, it's numerous situations like this. It's a man named Darnell McGee. Wait a minute, let me make sure this is Darnell McGee, y'all, had a deadly secret, one he did not share with his dozens of casual girlfriends. He was infected with the virus.
Yes.
He had over 100 plus partners. It says, so today officials in Missouri and Illinois are struggling to contain a small scale but unmistakable public health disaster. 62 women, by our latest account, has been exposed to AIDS virus. And 13 have tested positive.
Do you remember the woman? She was raped and was infected with HIV. And she slept with every single man she could.
God, no.
Infect them with HIV.
No, God.
This was a long time ago. A black woman. Yeah, she infected. She bragged about infecting over 87 men. 87. She infected 87 men with she potentially infected 87 men with HIV because some stranger raped her and she was infected.
Child, look at him. Baby, listen, don't put your burdens off on nobody else. Like, no, that's a no for me, because at the end of the day, we all have a responsibility to be responsible for our own bodies. God give us one body. That's just like a person that's constantly eating a lot of sugar and stuff, and you're a diabetic.
Make it make sense, Cletus.
Make it make sense, Cletus. So when you start talking about they gotta snip your body parts off, baby, you did it to yourself.
Man, I ain't gonna get you. And you know what? I'm sorry, but not really. I'm not the one for sympathy, because I told you.
So, this is raw emotion. We just got to tell it like it is. But at the end of the day, in 2022, because y'all, 2022 is about to be over with. And I hope and pray that each and every one of us make it to 23.
Man, that's God.
Listen, make wiser decisions, y'all. Just do it. Just do it like Nike, baby. Just do it.
Period.
Just do it. We at a point in time where, there's a lot of things going on. The world is in turmoil in a lot of different ways, but this is one way that you need to treat yourself like a king and a queen. Put yourself up on a pedestal and be very cautious of who you deal with when it comes to stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, you are responsible for you. If you and your person can't come to an agreement and say, hey, this is what needs to happen, then leave it alone. I don't care how attractive they are. I don't care. Just leave it alone. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. But start taking yourself more seriously. You deserve better. You deserve the best, matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
So treat yourself that way. I don't care what nobody call it. They can call it stuck up. They can call it messed up. Whatever they call it. But they can call you what? Healthy.
Period.
Okay. It's too much going on in this world to have to add on top of it all those extras. And then the health department is free. And they cannot tell nobody your business. Okay.
Period.
Got some words, Sunshine?
A bit ago, I got an attitude. And I mean for no reason. For none. I had a good day. I accomplished a lot. And I just had like the worst attitude ever. And I realized that I needed to just sit and meditate and pray and give it to God. And my words for the day is, whatever God you pray to, give it to God. Alleviate that burden. I spoke with you about this earlier in the week. I felt like I was stepping away from my faith. And I got one of the prayer books that you got from me, and I opened the page. And what I opened to, it was faith. God listens to you when you are earnest and your desires and your truth, and you mean what you say, and your God knows that you are going to work towards your goal in your spirituality and in your faith.
Yes.
Always take reverence in the fact that your God, not my God, your God. Okay? Your God hears you. Your God knows your wants, but will attend to your needs.
This is true.
Do not ever take light of a blessing because it is not the way you deemed it should come to you.
That's right.
God works in mysterious ways. Take heed. Catch every blessing you can. And may your God and mine bless you.
And just to piggyback off of what Sunshine said, last night I went to Bible study. And I was having like a mental breakdown. Like it was piece after piece after piece. It was nothing big all at once. It was just little pieces of stuff to the point where I was ready to snap. I called Sunshine. I said, girl, I'm about to go off.
Yeah,
I'm about to do this and I'm about to do that.
I said, give it to God, girl. Give it to God.
So I went to Bible study and Bishop was like, if anybody needs to come to the altar with something, leave it at the altar.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, when I tell you I was the only one went up there and got my prayer.
That's what it's about.
Once I got my prayer, y'all, when I tell you when I woke up this morning, I felt free. I felt free of whatever it was that was on me, y'all. Something was on me.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't scared to admit that I need prayer. Sometimes I get to a point where I need to take back my power, my strength, because believe it or not, baby, these demonic spirits, they don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you excelling. They and demonic spirits, yes, they come in all shapes, forms, and sizes, but they mostly come in the form of friends and people that you know. And they'll do something, they'll try you, and then act like they don't know what happened.
But what I tell you, I said the devil will come, and the devil will come strong right before God gives you those blessings that are for you. And then you have to stop. You cannot allow the devil to take you back to where you come from and negate everything that you have done to become the person that you are.
Right. You're so right, Sunshine. But I'm so thankful that I didn't get to a point, or I'm not at a point in my life where I'm ashamed to say I need God, I need prayer, and people that I trust, I want them to pray for me. And when I tell you the right person, because at our church, we have our elders and stuff. When you come to the altar, they will stop, ask you what you need prayer for, and they go right into prayer. Baby, they prayed on me, and I just felt it. I just closed my eyes, and I took it all in. And then even afterwards, he still had a word of encouragement for me. So I just want to thank Clyde for that. I want to thank him for that, because I needed it. I needed it. So I'm going to encourage everybody to make sure that you put your prayers up to God, because God hear you. God going to send you some signs too. Sunshine, did I get a sign today?
Yeah.
I can't tell y'all what happened, because y'all probably won't believe me. Y'all probably think I'm lying, but it's real.
Ain't even y'all business in the first place.
Facts on facts on facts.
Why y'all so nosy? Oh my God. Like, my
they nosier than you, Sunshine.
Can't nobody be nosy than me.
We're going to nickname you, honey, the nose.
Period, because I be getting the say.
Yes, but with all that said, y'all stay positive. Y'all be positive out here in these streets. And even on social media, y'all. Don't let the social media fool you, y'all. It'll break you down mentally as well. Baby, don't worry about them likes. Don't worry about that support that you think that people should give you because they say they cool with you or they your friend. Don't worry about that, baby. Focus on God. Focus on God.
I just want folks to do something for me, just because I don't even care about you. Come tell me next week. I would appreciate you coming back next week and telling me about it. However, like I tell my children every day, say one kind thing to a person that you don't know. Say, uplift someone that you have no ties to, that you have no connections with, just a random person in the street. Show them love, show them positivity, give them life, because you never, ever know what someone is going through, and you never know what a kind word can do for a person's spirit. So that's my challenge for y'all.
So y'all, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it if you feel the need. And remember, we all got a boss inside of us. And this is the truth about a boss. So with that being said, we out, Millionaire Pending, and we will see you guys next time. It may be impromptu, but just be looking, baby. Look for the live button, honey, because we in the building.
We'll be around.
That's right. So y'all have a blessed night. We'll talk to y'all later. We out of this thing.
Deuces, do.